Welcome to the Dove's Inner Beauty Podcast, where we foster emotional awareness one individual at a time. Leading the way is Demetria, a certified mental health first aid instructor and trauma recovery coach with over 2 decades of experience in fostering emotional awareness in others by engaging their mental health.
Therapy or coaching? Demetria explains the difference between these two approaches to trauma recovery and how to decide which one might be best suited to your needs. Welcome back, everyone. This is Garfield Bowen, co-host / producer, back in the studio with Demetria Nickens. Demetria, how's it going?
So far, so good.
Okay, so Demetria, how does trauma recovery coaching differ from therapy, and how can someone choose between them?
So a couple of different ways. When you think about therapy, you think about this idea of someone that has a license, someone that is going to provide you with some sort of diagnosis. They're going to have a treatment plan for you, kind of all pulled up from basic information that you've kind of told them from probably one meeting. And they're going to meet with you, and it's going to be, a certain number of sessions that they have for you. It's a whole planned out situation. They're going to have a theory model kind of already ready that they come with when it comes to therapy, right? Very traditional, all a good thing. I'm not saying anything bad about therapy. I think therapy is important. I think when it comes to coaching, this idea of coaching, for me at least, when you think about trauma recovery coaching, when I think about trauma recovery coaching, it is really more. So I have years of experience. I have a certification. I am certified as a trauma recovery coach from the International Trauma Recovery Coaches Association. So it is a certification, not a license difference. I don't provide any type of diagnosis. I don't like to diagnose folks. This is not about a diagnosis. This is about healing, right? This is your journey in healing and getting past the things that are keeping you stuck. I walk with you in this journey, right? So I don't create goals for you, right? This is your journey. So when you think about coaching is about you coming with this idea of how you want this thing to go, right? What are the things you want to work on? What are you stuck at? What are the things that you have this trauma in your life and you feel like it's impacted you, but maybe you don't understand how, right? This is about understanding who you are, understanding what you want to accomplish. These are not my predetermined goals, right? I come with tools, resources, knowledge, education to help you through the journey because I've been there, done that. And so when we think about this idea of coaching, I'm walking with you in this journey, right? It is not from a place of higher or anything like that, right? Like I said, I walk with you, right? I want to be there to provide you with a resource. I want to be there to provide you with a tool. I want to be the person that you confide in. I want to be a person that you decide that you feel like you're gaining trust back in your life because you've been consistently able to have our conversation, right? There's this idea of the 3 C's in trauma recovery coaching, this idea of courage, compassion, and curiosity, right? I'm going to come in this idea of courage, right? That you can sit through and deal with anything that you got coming at you in your life. And you can do it, right? Compassion. I've been there and done that. I've had to have compassion for myself. I'm going to hold a space where you can have compassion for yourself, right? And curiosity. I'm going to ask the right question, right? I'm not here to find a diagnosis. I'm not interested in that. I am here to help you find what you need for whatever goal that you decide you want in this journey, right? Based on what I know about trauma recovery coaching, based on what I know about trauma, what I know about mental health, I'm helping you build a literacy, if that makes sense, right? My business is called Building Emotional Awareness. Understand you, the beauty, right? Because that is exactly what I do as a coach, right? I'm going to help you build your mental health literacy, right? And understanding trauma. And I'm going to help you understand that how it lives in your body, right? How you deal with it on an everyday basis. And that all comes from my education and how I provide that to you and help you put the pieces of your life together. Right. And so sometimes people come to me first and then they're like, I still want to see a therapist. And that's totally cool because maybe I just helped lay a foundation for you. And then you go see a therapist to get a diagnosis. It depends on the person. Some people are like, nope, I just want to go straight to the diagnosis. I know that's what I want. That's what it is. And that's what they go for. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there are some people who there is a stigma, right? The stigma is there, right? They don't trust the therapist. They've tried that before. That's not for them. That's not what they want. They don't want to be judged in that way, right? I'm a no judgment zone. So the idea is this isn't about any of that. I'm going to hold space for you no matter what you say, no matter how bad it is, right? No matter what is going on, I'm going to hold space for you in that and what you've told me. I'm going to hold space for you in the situation. Right now, are there things that are like reportable? Absolutely. I'm not going to sit and, just, there's child abuse going on. No, ethically, absolutely. There are ethic rules and regulations that I am held to as well. So absolutely, there's ethics. So, and I don't want people to think that either. People think, there's no ethics. Of course there's ethics, right? Of course it is a coaching association. Of course there's ethics. So it's important to remember that, right? That if there's mandatory reporting things that have to happen just like there are in therapy, but this idea that the relationship is just different. It's not a power differential, right? I don't have that. That I'm not trying to create that. And so that is important to me, that you understand that I come from a space of, I have been here, let me help you through this. It's almost similar to peer support, if that makes sense. That's why it's different, right? Some people prefer it that way and some people don't. Some people need a step ladder to get to therapy. And I feel like that kind of is who I am as well. So it's just another option to me when you think about coaching versus therapy. It's an option for people where that is stigmatized. Maybe this step is easier first before they get to therapy, right? And that's fine too. I can work with therapists where we can work in tandem together, right? Maybe the therapist is working on something specific and I'm working on something specific and we come together to manage the person as a whole. So it can be a collective, it can be individual. It really depends on the person and what they're looking for in terms of healing.
So if coaching is like the pep talk version of therapy, does that mean that you're like a life cheerleader?
You know what? I like that actually. Yeah. Like I would totally do. I feel like I'm a life cheerleader. Yeah. For mental health, right? A life cheerleader for mental health. I like that. I might use that.
You talked about both of them overlapping. Is it okay to have both on speed dial, the therapist and the coach?
Absolutely. Your therapist may be prescribing you medication. I have no interest in prescribing you meds. That is not my life. However, meds may need to really seriously be a part of your life. So maybe that therapist is in your life to help provide those meds. They help to stabilize that whole situation around your medication. I'm not. And so maybe me and you are talking about your shame and how that shame impacts how you move forward in life with your goals. Two very different things, still helping the person. So absolutely, I think it's better when you have both, but it just depends on the person and what you feel like you need.
I guess the ultimate word is recovery. So if you need a coach, a therapy, whatever you need to do, just get recovered. Demetria, you have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to the Dove's Inner Beauty podcast, where we foster emotional awareness one individual at a time. For a complimentary consultation, visit dovesinnerbeauty.com or call 336-298-6599. That's 336-298-6599.